Hey guys, and welcome to the Christmas quest guide called Violet is Blue. So if you're ready, grab your cup of tea, sit back and enjoy. To start the quest, go to the White Wolf Mountain in Taverley and speak to Violet. Then go inside the portal. So now you want to go up the mountain, but Violet is going to be rolling down massive snowballs. Try to avoid these while going up, even though the hitbox doesn't seem to be that big. So they are pretty much very easily avoided. Once done, go through the conversation with Violet, and then you will arrive at her house. Go to the door and knock on the door. After that, proceed by knocking again, and then finish the conversation and you will be inside the house. Once inside, speak to Betty. While going through the conversation, Violet will come inside. Keep going through the conversation until you get the set of options. Then pick the first option. Then finish the conversation. Go inside Violet's room and talk to her. Then go through the conversation until she tells you to find some items for her. You will now have to find 5 items starting with a certain letter in either her cupboard, toys, or under her bed. Now this is different for everybody, I'm pretty damn sure, because I tested this on my alt account as well and I had different items. So just go ahead and find those 5 items and bring them to her one by one. Then talk to her, finish the conversation, go to the other Yetis, speak to them, go ahead and finish that conversation with the other Yetis, then click on Violet, then click on the door to go outside. Once outside, you will be presented with a dialogue. Choose the first option to go on an adventure. A cutscene will now play. Okay, so now in this area there's a few things you need to do. First, talk to Trevor, the big Yeti. After talking to him, you want to also again talk to him and choose the first option to receive a jar where you're going to put fireflies inside. You also want to pick up the bucket in the middle. You then want to click on a tree, investigate it, then go through the chat dialogue, then click on it again to chop it for a log, investigate the logs, and then craft them into a spile. Use this spile on the tree and then click on the tree again to collect tree syrup. Click on the bushes, collect 1 firefly, then talk to Violet. Afterwards, you are going to have to put 10 in a jar. Now go and click on the bushes and try to collect 10 fireflies. Sometimes the bushes will be empty and you'll have to click on some other bushes to find some more. Keep doing this till you have 10 in the jar. Once you have 10, go north and use your tree syrup on the leading trees by clicking on them to check them. There are 4 trees in total. Then go back to talk to Violet. A cutscene will now play. Keep going through the dialogue until she finishes. Then after that conversation, click to take the icy snow on the floor as seen on video. Then a conversation will be started up by Violet. Keep going through the conversation until you get to the part where she's making faces. So this is kind of like the Dungeoneering emotes puzzle. All you want to be doing is choosing the option of the facial expression she's making. You have to do this 3 or 4 times. And then the next part of the little part of the quest starts, which is attaching heads to the golems. And all you really want to be doing is throwing around or clicking around your screen to throw snowballs everywhere. And eventually you'll have all 15 heads attached. This can take some time depending on your luck. If I were you, I'd just spam around your screen until you have a few left. And then really just start focusing on where you're throwing those snowball heads at the golems. Once done, another cutscene will play. For the next part, go through the dialogue again until you're free to walk around. You then want to go to a crate, hold down spacebar and spam click it to receive some items for a snowman. After that, you want to go to a tree as seen on video and prune it 3 times. Then go ahead and grab 75 pieces of snow. You then want to go ahead and build the 3 snowmen at the ice. Then talk to Violet 3 times to make her destroy all 3 snowmen. After that, you can actually walk over the ice safely. It does say you need to go a certain route or something, or watch out where you're walking, but you can just go straight over the ice. Click on the barrel in the icy water to pick it up. Then talk to Trevor or Violet to prompt the next conversation, and then you will proceed by going to the ice puzzle. Now the next part is the ice puzzle. Now because of this, I'm not going to be speeding up the clip, as it's just going to be so much harder to follow my actions. I will, however, put a thing on screen where you can see all the pushes and where you want to be going to complete the puzzle if you do not want to watch the video. We will now proceed with the ice puzzle. Push Violet north, then try and get to the southeast compacted snow pile. Then push Violet west. Now try and go diagonally, as you can do this, to the rock as seen on video. Then go to the other rock, then go to Violet and push her north. Try to make it to the northwestern compacted snow pile. You will have to go diagonally a few times. Then go north and push Violet east. Then try and make it to the northwestern compacted snow pile. Once on here, push Violet north. You will then have to go diagonal a few times to try and get back to Violet to push her to the west. Once you pushed her to the west, try and get directly south of her like seen on video. Then just push her north and walk north yourself. That's the ice puzzle complete. Then just talk to Violet, go through the conversation, a cutscene will play where the father slides, jumps, whatever over the ice, and then you will go to the next section of the quest. Now you will see me clicking around like an idiot, but what you want to do is first go to Violet and completely finish the conversation before you do anything. You will now have to build the sled, investigate the crate, then chop down the Yeti village sign. Then investigate the rotten barrel. Then investigate the ice, where you will find a lantern. Then finally go to the fire and investigate it to find the piece of charcoal. Go to the sled, click it, and go through the conversation. You will now be building the sled. Go to the sled and click it. Once ready, click it again and do this up to a total of 5 times until you've used up all the items in your inventory to fully build the sled. Once finished, go to Violet, click on her, go through the conversation, give the sled a name, and then go through the conversation again. This is the final cutscene of the quest, where you arrive at the festival. Sadly, you will have to go through a few conversations during this cutscene. You have now completed the quest called Violet is Blue. You get 50% increased experience at the Christmas event in the Grand Exchange, you get treasure hunter keys, a few experience lamps, and of course the Yeti title. Anyways, I hope you guys did enjoy this guide and found it helpful. If you did, leave a like down below and maybe even consider subscribing. And I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.
When you're feeling down on your luck, you're tired and stuck, enough is enough. You gotta pick yourself up, cause life gets hard, it might leave scars.